Thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to be talking about first-person shooters. It's quite exciting. Well, I think it's exciting what's going to be happening in the next couple of months. We've got the likes of Insurgency Sandstorm Console Edition. We're going to be talking about World War III, Battlefield 2042, even going to talk about Call of Duty Vanguard, as well as going off track as usual, but we'll be talking about maybe adding 6 days in Fallujah and Hell Let Loose, because there's some news about that. I think Chris has got some news about that. And that gives you a hint who's with me tonight. We've got Chris at CT Gaming Zone, and we have got Silver, one of the subscribers from across the pond from me in the USA. So Chris, say hello, mate.
Hello everyone, Chris back again with you on the Restless Natives. Cheers for having me on tonight.
Not a problem, Chris. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And Silver, one of the subscribers, he's been a big supporter of the channel. Really enjoy talking to him. Silver, say good evening.
Good afternoon in America, but in England, good evening, guys.
So tonight we... Oh, sorry, Silver. We still going to say something?
No, I was just going to say thanks for having me. Sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all, mate. You know me. I'm the sort of content creator, and I'm sure Chris is the same, because I know Chris is thinking about doing a podcast soon. But anyway, we'll get to that later. That I definitely like to include my subscribers and obviously my friends to the podcast and anything else that I do on the channel. So anyway, tonight we're talking about first-person shooters, because that's my genre, and the boys that are on the chat now, that's, I think, their main genre, even though they play different games. So, Staz, how you doing, mate? Really nice to see you. Staz, good support of the channel. So, gentlemen, let's get the elephant out of the room, because I always get hate for my videos. I always get soul when I talk about Insurgency Sandstorm. So let's get, if you don't mind, gents, let's get that out of the way. So Insurgency Sandstorm has released on the console, and I think we should talk about the release itself. So okay, so I said I don't think it'll be a success. I'm gonna stand by that. And if anyone out there thinks, 2,000 to 4,000 concurrent players is a success, you're deluded. Now, what I did say is that I think that when the game's actually released, because everyone was saying the beta was fantastic, they were having a real good time, and I'm really happy about that. This is where people get me wrong. I'm really happy that the console players are enjoying Insurgency Sandstorm, or enjoyed it on the beta. My issue is that I said, you just wait till this game goes live and you'll see all the problems arising. And on day one, I don't think it was exactly perfect. Chris, I'll go to you first, mate. What have you heard and what have you experienced or seen about the console edition, the official release on the 29th? What are your views and what have you seen about that game?
So tonight we are straight up diving into
yes,
the
getting rid of it.
mine.
I'm getting it over and done with.
We're having the salt mine. So
Yes.
I've seen the posts on Reddit. So from what I knew from the closed beta, because this was a beta, you had to sign up to give details, so you had to sign NDAs and stuff. Of course, in betas, everything is for testing, so it's much more stable because everything is under control by the studio.
Correct.
But when we release a product, it's basically wilderness. So everyone just floods the game as it's just like a new release, a new genre for the consoles. And look at the Reddit for Insurgency. It's a total disaster when it came to day one launch. So they got like problems with crashes. They got problems with corruption of data. They lost apparently access to the DLCs that they pre-ordered. And of course, they had problems in general with performance, frame rates, all that stuff.
Another problem I noticed is that it was locking everything that people paid for, because I had been I had seen a video. I had posted it in the Discord. I'm sure Mr. Devlin has the link to it somewhere where you can join it.
Yep.
Where people had paid for all their unlocks, and then the game locked everything
Yeah.
to lock them out of it, and then saved it. So all the stuff that they had paid for, they have a default character. But that's the kicker is that when they were going to look around in the cosmetics, they had their character still had the stuff that they unlocked, but it told them to ask them to buy it again. I've seen some people have negative.
Of course.
Negative.
Mate, it's always
you,
about
Jacqueline.
the monetization. If you lock them, you can always purchase them again. So let's
Yeah.
go pre-order it again.
And
Yes.
what was all this, gentlemen? I don't know. Sorry to butt in, gents, but you know, tell me if I'm wrong. But did the Xbox version of the cheapest version disappear for a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
some reports are true, like the console edition was missing.
Because,
I'm sorry for the plug, but on my recent upload, I received like comments about like, where is the cheaper version? I see only like the
It's
deluxe
gone.
one and the gold one. So, like, it's weird that the base edition straight up vanished. Like, this is some.
I
shit.
don't find that weird, Chris. I really don't find that weird. I find that NWI.
Excuse me.
That's what I find that NWI. But what I'm going to say is, I did warn you people out there. I did say, please before you're going to be salty against Chris, before you're going to be salty against myself. I don't give a flying fuck, to be honest. But before you open your mouth, please listen to people who've had experience. I said to you, I actually said to the console players out there, the console community, I actually said, look, wait till the game is released, officially released, and you'll get what we got as PC players. It was absolutely fantastic in the alphas and betas because it was monitored, and they made sure that the servers were perfectly fine. When it's out in the wild, when everyone can play, then you'll start finding the issues. And you know what? Lo and behold, it happened. There was an issue with the servers. People were getting, locked in the menu. They couldn't get in the game. When they got in the game, they were getting kicked. People were not getting their cosmetics. Their loadouts and cosmetic customization was not saving. There was people being kicked. It's not exactly the best console release I've ever seen, and I did warn you, regardless what you think about me, regardless how salty you want to be against me or people like Chris, we tried to warn you. We tried to warn you, and like the lads have just said, the only edition that disappeared from the Xbox store was the lowest price one without any cosmetics. So, take from that as you wish. I want it to be a success, and I'm sure, gentlemen, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I want it for the console players to be a success. Chris, what about you? Do you actually want it to be a success for them?
Honestly, yes, because people been wanting this kind of game. Like, don't get me wrong. Have you ever seen hardcore shooters on consoles? Like, give me an example.
Well,
No, there
the
actually
hardcore
was.
mode
Tactical
and
Milsim
Battlefield.
was SOCOM, but that was back in PlayStation 3.
correct.
So
Yeah.
now it's like PlayStation 5. It's been 2 generations of consoles, and they haven't received anything tactical and anything hardcore.
And
So
ju-
I'm extremely glad that it's releasing on the console.
The closest thing that we ever got was hardcore and Battlefield and COD, but even then, all that is
Battlefield
just,
and Call of Duty
it's
are
just-
like
it's just
no, they're
no
actually
They're
hard-
super
like action
casual for
shooters.
me.
They are not hardcore. Like they're not milsim.
Yeah.
Those are action shooters. You'd like tick some boxes to have lower health, and tick some boxes to don't see the interface.
Correct.
That's not considered a true hardcore.
I just want to
experience.
butt in, gentlemen. We have Slavic Pigeon. He seems to be in the
Yeah.
chat. Good evening, Slavic.
Oh, welcome. Mate.
Hello.
What I wanted to say was, I'd like the game to succeed too, because I had a lot of fun in the beta. I think I got to like 100, level 100 something,
Shit.
and and and,
Oh,
and, I still kind of suck at it, but
No,
it
I'm sure.
doesn't
I'm
matter.
sure
I
you
had
don't.
fun
I'm
with
sure you
it.
don't.
I completely understand you, mate. Like,
But
I've seen
it's like,
gameplay of people, and their aim was straight up garbage.
yeah,
But
because
I
there's
got to
no
see the
aim
beta
assist.
gameplay.
It
so-
is. It is a hard game to get into. In all fairness,
But
and
you know,
Even
I-
especially on PC, the first time when you entered the game and tried it out, it was quite hard. So it took some
Yeah,
time to get used
to
the
get used to
mechanics.
it. Yeah, exactly. And I think
I've
because
seen people actually complaining about the controls. Like
I was just going to
can't
say
run.
that, Chris. That's exactly what I was going to say. The way they've mapped the controls on the console, I don't think they've really thought about that. I mean, they've gone for the
Yeah,
generic
it's
sort
weird.
of movement but you know, like say, if you want to be salty against people like myself and Chris, or people who are criticizing the game, such as like we've just said, the controls and the way it actually plays, then please do that. But you know, we only want it to be right for the console players. We've fought for you for well over 2-3 years. And you know what? I'm not going to stop doing it. And if I have to criticize the game to get it right for you people out there, then, you know, I'm going to do it. I'll take the salt. I'll take the insults. You know, we just want it to be right. So just before we go on, gents, I'm just going to go to the chat. So I said, hello, darling. Jack said, looking good, Mr. Devlin. Of course, I'm awesome. So Stas said the pre-order was removed, so when you searched it up on the store, only the unavailable pre-order showed up. But if you scroll down, you can see the base game available to buy. So there you go. Stas has let us know.
Oh, so they did a mistake of like hiding the pre-order but not replacing it with
correct,
the, like,
with
the
the
release version.
official release.
Oh,
So
now I understand. Cheers,
so there
Stas,
you
for
go.
correcting that.
Yeah, correct. Cheers for letting us know. I'm the first one to say, you know, that it wasn't there, but it obviously was there. There was a genuine mistake on that. Kind of weird, but it's there if you know how to get around it. Nice one, Stars. Thank you. Let's have a look. So, Stars, what about Ghost Recon
Actually, I want to
Wildlines
butt
and
in for a
Breakpoint?
second.
Go on, Chris.
So I actually have some questions about this closed beta.
Okay.
So first thing first, it literally was available for a month until like the release. So I have a question: what was the purpose of this beta if the game released with all of these disastrous things? Like, don't get me wrong, betas are actually, if they had hosted like an open beta to see the full stress on the system,
Correct.
they wouldn't have this kind of problems.
Correct.
But what was the purpose of holding a closed beta for a 1 month and only like having 2 days until the launch? I have no idea why this was happening.
Because I don't think they were going to change anything, Chris. If you want my personal view, I don't think they were going to change anything. Over to you, Silver.
Honestly, I do agree. I think this is a marketing ploy.
Correct.
Just like Battlefield, just like Call of Duty.
Go on, Silver.
I also saw on the Reddit that that all these problems that they're having on day one, they were all reported in the beta saying, hey, there's optimization issues, there's crashing.
No shit.
There's
yes.
And there was so many audio and visual bugs, like the Deagle had no sound, the revolver had no sound.
Yeah, I believe there was issue with pistols. Yeah, I've heard that.
Some of the guns.
Yeah, I did saw some portions of the gameplay. The new guns had absolutely no sounds, like not at all. You were firing them straight up nothing. Right.
Okay. So I'm going to move on because I don't want to spend too. Because people think I only make videos on slagging Insurgency Sandstorm off, and I certainly don't want to do that because I do like the game. And let me reiterate, I say it over and over and fucking over again, it's not, or it's never been, about the game.
Actually, before we can move on, can we please leave Slavic to say some of his opinions on the console?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I keep forgetting Slavic's in there. You're so bloody quiet, mate. So Slavic,
I can't find the right time to speak.
Well, you have to do what Silver does and just
mate,
butt
just
in, mate.
Butt in, 'cause
just
this is a
butt in.
conversation. So
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard for me to speak up sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
'cause
Slavic.
me and Devlin are trashing Sandstorm proper.
Exactly. So Slavic, you did you actually get into the beta, or have you played it on the console? If not, or if you did, give us your views of what you've seen and what you've heard, Slavic,
Of what Insurgency Sandstorm on console?
on the console.
Originally, I was looking at games. When I used to be a console player, and I
Sure.
saw Insurgency Sandstorm. So I was like the one affected by when they said they were going to release it in 2018, and
Yeah.
they were waiting since then. So back in like 2019, before Christmas, I was like, hey, I'm going to get a PC because these people are taking such a long time to get all these hardcore
And you actually
shooters
bought a
out on
PC, didn't you?
consoles. Yeah, and that's the reason why I bought a PC.
So what have you seen, or what have you heard about the actual console release itself? Is it good? Is it bad? You know, have you heard anything at all about the console release? Because I just don't want it to be about me, people thinking that I'm slagging off the game. Have you seen anything, Slavic?
I've seen that it can be a bit of a hindrance to play and run on last gen consoles.
Sure.
But so far on the newer gen consoles, I think so far it's been pretty good.
Been decent.
Yeah.
Nice one. I'm just gonna go to the chat because I've got to be balanced here. Stas said it's been for him it's been fine. So we've got to go there as well. You know, some people have had no issues at all. There's other people that have had issues. Emerald 90, there is a problem where you don't see your gun appearing, or is that something I done wrong? No, I've heard that as well. Where
No. This is a common issue for Sandstorm.
Yeah,
So this is because
PC as well,
it's
Chris.
installed on a hard drive.
Yeah.
Because hard drives have really slow speed. Even the recommended settings for PC, it has stated an SSD. And even on SSD, I have problems. Like I've recently streamed Insurgency, and I had assets literally spawn thin air. So this is like a common issue seen in Sandstorm, where guns are like taking ages.
They're just
to
not
load,
rendering
then they
in.
appear, then the attachments. You can see all of these cascade of bugs. And it's
I
common.
even have a solid state flash drive that I put in my Xbox. Sorry for a plug. My friend,
No. You plug away.
What? Sorry.
You plug away. If you want to plug something,
okay.
I haven't
So
an issue with that.
My friend, Mr. Jim Hill, he makes these solid state flash drives called Switchblade, and he managed to give me a pre-production unit, and I'm thankful for him.
Wow.
I'll probably put his
Oh.
name on the chat. But yeah, I used that for Sandstorm, and even then I was having some of these loading problems.
Shit. So there you go. It's not just us boys that make videos. Do you know, I like to think, and I'm sure Chris is the same, I like to think that I can be balanced. Yes, I do slate Insurgency Sandstorm. Well, the developers, not the actual game itself, because of the way they've acted towards the community. And then, you know, the likes of myself and Chris release videos. We get a lot of hate for it. Not going to stop, by the way. And then, you know, we warn you what's going to happen when it's actually released. And, you know, shit happens. Emerald 90 said, yeah, I get an error thing and the game boots out. Silver Evans, well, he's in the chat, so I'm not even going to go there. So Stas says, are you on PS4, Emerald? Let's have a look.
So everyone,
they're
sorry
having a
for
chat.
butting in.
Go on.
I'm going to actually purchase Insurgency Sandstorm. So since I have like two platforms, I purchased an Xbox Series X and a PS5. But as I have a PlayStation 4, I have a PlayStation 4 Pro laying around. I'm going to purchase the console port of Insurgency for PS5. That actually for PS5 is the backwards compatible version, because this game doesn't have a true next gen port for this game. The flare you see that has like Xbox Series XS optimized, it's actually the 60 FPS patch.
And that's it.
The base Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro only run them in 4K 30. but for the next gen, they optimized it so they can run it in 60 FPS.
And that's
But
the only
not a true next gen.
enhancement that they get. Is that right, Chris?
It's not a true next gen experience,
Correct.
everyone. So please wait for the patch. I think in 2022 it's going to release.
Don't
I'm
you
not
think
sure
they've waited
'cause-
long enough?
Yes, like the release itself took 3 years, so I think the patch might take 3 years.
Yeah,
as well.
we'll probably get that in 2040, but never mind. I'm
But
just being
I'm
salty.
going to tell you, everyone, I'm going to purchase this game for PlayStation, and I'm going to do an unbiased, objective review of the game on PlayStation 4 and on PS5. And I'm going to post a video just to prove that, like, I'm going to present the game how it is without all of my rants about the PC version, because I only did this based on the facts I've seen on the PC
Correct.
which it was
Yeah.
running.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the console versions. So I'm going to buy that and see by myself if this game is great, if the port is great, or is it ridden with problems, and maybe we'll see it's great or not.
So are you going to do a review on that, Chris, when you've got hands-on experience, not just the beta, that, you know, if you buy an official copy, you're going to give your balanced opinion of the game. Is that what you're saying, Chris?
Yes, because all of my feedback, which was posted on my channel, was based only on PC version. And
Sure.
of course, the PCs are like numerous in amount, so you have to optimize for every single one of them. Consoles is only one version, like the next gen, the past gen, of course, the refreshes and stuff.
Sure.
But it's much easier to optimize for a single platform than numerous ones. So I'm going to purchase it and test it by myself to see if it's working great or not.
And you're going to give it a truthful review. Well, that you
Yes,
know,
a truthful review, full coverage of Insurgency.
good. I'm really glad you're doing that. I just want to say who you're talking to. Yes, sup, old man. Yes, I'm an old man. And that's coming from Twitch. Tonight we're actually we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Facebook. And I can see just over on my screen there who you're talking to is replied from Twitch. And I can see most of the people are replying from YouTube. So that's a good little feature. So people who are getting involved with the streams, you're now on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So Emerald 90, 25 quid on Amazon. Well, that's a decent price. Even
That's
I
a
would
decent
pay
price.
that.
Yeah, I want to
Sandstorm.
say that I want to get the game too because I've had a lot of fun, but it's just I can't justify $40.
No, I think
this
that's
game.
expensive.
No,
I do.
also don't
And,
justify
and
it.
they have
Basically,
the
go on.
audacity to ask for 80.
I know,
Like,
I
give me
know,
a
mate.
break, man.
I know.
I
Give
have
me a
two
break.
solid reasons
ridiculous.
why this game doesn't need those $40.
I
First
still
thing
don't
first.
understand. I'm sorry to interrupt. But I
No
still
problems.
don't understand. I still don't understand why people were pre-ordering after
Full
the
stop.
debacle.
Yeah.
No,
Oh man,
either they were just didn't care, and just I'm gonna do it anyway,
That's my
or
view.
they didn't know.
oh man.
Didn't know the news, but for real, because that's how I found your channel, Mr. Devlin, is right after they pulled it from the Xbox store and I saw you recommended and I started watching your videos that way.
Cool. Well, I appreciate
to
that,
hear, man.
obviously. Just
Yeah.
want to say hello to Stealth Slicer. We've not seen you in a while, mate.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, oh, he's there, he's there.
Oh, there you are.
Or is that the tactical Brit? We never know.
I'm still waiting on Chris's expose. Which
Sorry,
which
man.
your
The
identity
2020
promised me.
April Fool's was delayed because I got a nasty thing, a nasty surprise, let's say.
Oh, okay, I see.
Actually, in the
that's
chat
not
there,
good.
there's a chap called Harrison Day. Harrison, sorry if I'm just getting to you. But he said, I'd like to see Sandstorm run on a hard drive, and I'm sure he means a mechanical, not an SSD.
The spinning
I
thing.
actually
Yes,
have
a spinner.
I have Sandstorm on my HDD.
Oh dear!
It runs
No,
fine.
that's on a
Oh,
PC
wow.
though. That's on a PC.
Yeah, that is on the
Oh,
PC, granted, but
Still, it's basically the same as PlayStation 4 Pro,
Sure.
because those also use like mechanical drives, so you have to take that in consideration.
So anyway, let please, gentlemen. I'm sorry, I'm going to move away from Sandstorm because
No,
we-
please.
we
Just
could-
leave
we-
me end this up because I had 2 reasons why you shouldn't purchase it for $40.
Oh, go on,
So
right,
first-
Chris, go on. You
So
finish
first
us
thing
off.
first is because Hell Let Loose is releasing for PlayStation Plus owners for free. And that is also a hardcore shooter.
Plug.
Sandstorm
Someone
is
put
not
that in the
only
chat.
one.
Someone please put that in
So-
the chat. So, Chris,
Yep.
what were you saying? Hell Let Loose?
Hell Let Loose because
be
it's given away for free in PlayStation Plus. And second reason is World War 3. It's coming. So if World War 3 is going to be free, so why the hell should you waste money on Sandstorm?
I don't know. A 3-year-old game. And we could go there with World War 3, actually. But it's been totally remastered. And I think
not
Moving
to
on
mention,
World War 3, boys.
Go on, Silver.
not on Hell Let Loose. I heard that they were saying they tweeted about it. I think they're giving like a 10-hour trial of the full game
Oh,
for,
excellent.
on Xbox.
This is for the Xbox, yes.
All right,
For
okay.
PlayStation owners, it's for free. So, sorry, boys, it's a bias. for the
Thank you
platforms.
for the subscribe, Lisa. I really appreciate it. So, actually, Chris, do you want to tell us a little bit about Hell Let Loose? Because we'll sort of, it's not one of the main topics, but you're saying they're giving it away with PlayStation or something?
PlayStation Plus, yes. This is basically a yearly subscription for PlayStation to play online.
Okay.
And it has features, for example, it gives away 2 games for PlayStation 4 and 1 game for PlayStation 5. This is based on a monthly schedule. So for October, it's going to be Hell Let Loose for PlayStation 5. So Hell Let Loose is exclusive to the next-gen versions. There is no plus-gen whatsoever. And there's also some garbage for PlayStation 4, like that platform is receiving golf, like some game nobody cares about. So if you have PlayStation 4, sorry boys, best can do is Golf Simulator.
Right. Okay.
So-
So we basically, if you're a PlayStation owner, Chris look. I'm not a PlayStation owner. I don't know how the PlayStation Store works. Does that mean?
I put it in the chat.
Does that mean any iteration of the PlayStation, like the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5? Is it all the same, Chris?
Not really. So based on this subscription, so you receive 1 game which is exclusive to PS5,
Right.
and then there is 2 games which are for PS4.
Right.
But you can play on them based on backwards compatibility emulation on the PS5. So basically, for PS5 you receive 3 games. For PS4, only 2 games.
Right, okay.
Because it's for that platform. That's how it works.
Excellent. So that's a bonus. Go on, Stealth.
But yeah,
I was just
Basic-
gonna say, to be honest, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
because
I
think
you're
so.
Still providing for previous gen individuals, you're sort of pushing them towards getting newer gen, which it's a good marketing strategy because you're taking care of your old and your new customer base.
Yes, and
to
that
be
is great
honest, I
because-
think I have a different opinion on it. I mean,
No, honestly,
I don't-
No,
because
talk
you
about
also
it, talk
receive
about it.
PlayStation 5 games.
I don't really like the whole Xbox and PlayStation making you pay for multiplayer, especially in
No, I think this is a
2021.
universal
But
opinion to waste money on
To be
multiplayer
honest, to be honest, I think it's you're paying for online. You're not paying for the free games for the console.
You're paying
Yeah,
Yes,
the-
just
you're
to
paying
be
for the
online,
service
right?
to be able to connect to
the
online
free
servers.
games are just to say, hey, here, I know you're paying for online, but here, have a bonus just to make it appear like,
Here's a
it's kinda
game.
worth
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I
but honestly,
don't
this
have
is
a
a good thing.
PS5. I don't have a PS5, but I'll probably download it anyway because you can add the game to your library even if you
Okay.
don't have
I
it.
wanted to point this thing out. If you basically purchase this, you can still claim the PS5 games.
Yeah,
as
you
of
can
now,
still
and
claim it.
when you upgrade to PS5, you can play on
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
So
right.
that's a
So
good thing.
if you're a PS4 player, you can claim that game for if and when you get a PlayStation 5. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you can claim it on PS4,
Nice
and
one.
once you upgrade to PS5, you can play the game itself.
That's what I was meaning by pushing people
Yeah.
forwards, if you get what I mean.
yeah, definitely.
It's
I
not, it's not
I
a
don't.
shove, it's a carrot. Not a stick.
I don't. Well, exactly, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
No,
That's-
actually, the
get
people
more
have
stuff.
gripes only because you have to pay for server support. But
Yeah.
this service
Yeah.
rewards you back with free games. So I suppose it's less of a hit because you receive games and also have access to the collection, the PlayStation Plus collection, basically the exclusives the PlayStation has. You have access to them, so you can download them for free and add them to the library. But
Excellent.
it's
Ah.
still annoying that you have like to pay to access multiplayer
That,
servers.
that's
yeah,
bad. I
I
still
agree.
think that's bad, and I still think
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen.
that is awful.
I would
Thanks to
say
Microsoft, they introduced this bullshit, and
yeah.
Sony copied
The-
them afterward.
No, it's the same why these quote unquote next gen games they're trying to ask $70 for the base price. It's one person hooks it and just to see what they can get away with, and then when the other people start
Correct.
following,
And then it'll
That's
become
like-
the norm.
Boys, we have to thank Activision for raising this price because
That
Black Ops
and
Yeah.
Cold War was the
2K,
first one to have
and-
Wankers.
$70. Thanks to
That and
Activision, I
2K
hope they
and all
get
that.
sued by California until the end of time for the shit they've
Anyway,
done to us.
I wanted to go to the chat. I saw Lisa.
Yeah,
said
exactly.
She she likes she likes modern games better, and I have to agree because, if we're gonna have, I don't mind historical shooters, but
We've
you
had a
need to
bit
pay
much.
respect to the
We
history
had a lot
of the
of them
game.
recently.
'Cause,
We have a
if you're
fatigue.
if you're not gonna play the history right,
Just
do a
don't do
modern
it.
game.
Don't fucking
Yeah.
do
Preach,
it.
my friend, preach.
That's exactly why Battlefield
Everyone-
V-
Stealthy's going to get
that's
on one here.
exactly why
No, but to be
Everyone
honest-
knows
failed.
what I think about this.
Correct. So actually, gentlemen, let's go to the chat because we've sort of disregarded
we've
it for a
been
bit. So
rambling a bit.
Lisa,
so let's have a look at it.
thank you for the sub again. I thought you were subbed anyway, bitch. So anyway, she
That's
says.
the way to say thank
So
you.
Lisa, I love you, and I love Howard. So Lisa said, "I miss you guys." I've been lonely on my own for the last few weeks because I've been sort of doing it on my own. But tonight we've got Silver, we've got Stealth, we've got the Slavic Pigeon,
We
and
got
of
the
course
boys back. The
Chris
squad
T
is
Gaming
returned.
Zone. So Stars said the 10th of what? Paley time before it releases. Emerald 90 Hell Let Loose is too hardcore for me. Too hardcore for me is something like Squad, even though I do
yes,
enjoy it.
Squad is
It's a
too
bit
hardcore.
much. It's a bit much for me. Hell Let Loose, I think it's hardcore. It's more hardcore than Insurgency Sandstorm, but definitely not as hardcore as Squad. Star's not really into World War II, to be honest. That's why I even bothered with Sandstorm. Look, I like historical games, but Jesus Christ, over the last fucking 5 years or so, I think we've had too many, and I think Battlefield
Yes,
has gone
actually,
the
I
right
wanted
way.
to talk about this. So when we started, if anyone still remember the Infinite Warfare train wreck, because we
Yeah,
only
yeah.
received like futuristic stuff, so it was done over and over. Since I think Black Ops 2, so we had Call of Duty Ghosts, then it started switching to Advanced Warfare. Then was Black Ops 3, which is futuristic, then again futuristic. So it was a fatigue. So once
the
the
thing I wanna
historical setting arrived, it was great. But now we overdone the historical setting, so now we
I
have a
think so.
fatigue on
I
old
definitely
stuff.
think so.
And now we want modern and futuristic stuff.
To be honest, I think
Right,
is
Gentlemen, can I
wanna say-
just but in just for 2 seconds? I'm just gonna put you on intermission. You'll still be on screen. I'm just gonna go to the loo 1 second. So I'm gonna put you on
Understandable,
intermission.
mate.
So please
Okay.
keep talking.
Well,
Yeah,
the
was
thing
just
I
gonna
want to say, the thing I want to say is, I think Advanced Warfare is where Call of Duty start going downhill because that's the first game that had the supply drops or the loot crates, and that told Activision, "Oh my gosh, look how much money we can make by just
Monetization,
putting
yes.
gambling in the game. We don't
No,
even
but
have to
for
try
real,
on the
it
game.
actually started decaying. I think
we don't
since Call
even
of
have to
Duty Ghosts.
try on the game. Just put in a half-baked copy-paste game and then throw in microtransactions and profit.
honestly,
Because you remember COD for the older Call of Duties, right? Like COD 1, Big Red 1, COD 3, and especially COD 4.
Silver.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do that, man.
Those were great Call of Duties. You know,
It's because people have become so accepting of copy-pasted games nowadays,
Yeah.
and honestly, it staggers me when people don't realize just how much of a copy-paste modern games are. It's like,
Yeah, nowadays
Yeah, I mean-
a lot
I
of
mean,
recycled
look
assets
at
are happening.
FIFA and Madden. They have been the same
Oh,
since.
those are classics. Like EA
Yeah.
stopped giving a damn since like
I mean,
2010. So it's
Just
basically the same
they
shit.
they have legitimized why try you buy.
I
absolutely,
know why.
it's
Yeah,
even
go on then.
worse when we get
Back.
into FPS, in my opinion, because sports game, fundamentally, the game is identical. Nothing is really gonna change, and people accept that.
I mean, I
But-
guess I can agree with you there. I'll give you that point.
but
I
when
give
you get into
the
FPS,
reason why Call of Duty is the same thing every year. It's because they reached the top. So once you're on the top, it's just like Apple. I'm going to
Absolutely.
bring all of these manufacturers up. So Apple is like the prime, like this is basically the
Google, like
leader of
Apple.
everything else. He revolutionized everything. Now he is on the top as
Yeah,
always.
Because
And then there's
they-
like other franchises which try to innovate. Call of Duty is the same.
Because-
You have the Apple, which is Call of Duty. It doesn't have to revolutionize everything. You just shit the same thing every year, and everyone will consume it because it's Call of Duty. You expect this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's. This will sound very elitist.
How you doing,
of
Face
me,
Sitter? Really nice to
but
see you.
hi.
That's a username and a half.
I know.
Yeah, really.
He's on all the time. He's a big supporter
Nice
of the
time,
channel.
Nice time, mate.
So,
No,
Jen,
here I want to say
go
something.
on, Silver.
Speaking of weird names, do you ever notice that you only see the craziest gamer tags and usernames and shooters?
I know, yeah,
Personally-
definitely.
personally,
You're
my
actually
secondary
right there.
account, it's called
You know-
Penetrator, so
You know what I miss?
I
I
think-
miss the old days of, like, underscore XXX name XX underscore. Have you ever
Oh,
noticed that?
yeah,
Those-
yeah.
That has gone
Yeah,
away
those
now.
names
It doesn't
are gone
happen
now, like-
anymore.
Yeah, it's gone away.
Extinct.
What happened to those people?
Yeah,
Lepre-
I always
I'm
thought
like the
they
only
were
one
the
which is still
unoriginal ones.
learning the tradition. It's called
Actually-
XX underscore Penetrator.
Can I
So-
ask, is Slavic still here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Slavic
Yeah,
Slavic.
yeah,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
He
Yeah,
needs,
still
he
does.
needs to butt in a bit
He's
more. He
just on
needs to
mute,
get louder.
probably.
Can I just address what Emerald said? Is World War III coming to console? Is there a TDM or domination mode? I think there is for PC. What they've said, and I have to be fair here, they've never give a date. They've never said, yes, it's coming to console. What they've actually said, Emerald, is they want it to come to console.
Yeah,
I
it's the
think
same how
what they've
all
done,
the
they've
controllers
been
support
very
and stuff.
careful because you get arseholes like me that'll call them out. If they said they want it to come to console, and I can't fault them for that. They've said, it's not definitely coming to console, but they want it to come to console, and I hope it does. I think World War III could be great for consoles, and I think if it's okay, lads, so we can move on. We'll talk about World War III. Now, gentlemen, I'll go to you, Silver. Have you played World War III?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know you streamed last night.
it
I
was-
was watching some of it.
It was just an
And-
impromptu, and it
Yeah,
was laggy
yeah.
as
Right.
fuck. It
I
was,
was watching some of you last night, and I remember following some of the development. But
yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, it's only on PC. This looked kind of cool."
So, Stealth, did you invest in the first iteration of World War III?
We did not know. Honestly, I'm only finding out about World War III now.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Like, I was this out of the loop with this game. I didn't know.
It's a
it
good little
existed
number,
until now.
actually.
Oh man,
Oh,
some
man.
of
So-
us
I
left-
actually
yeah.
remember buying this game because I was simply enraged with Black Ops 4 and Battlefield
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
that I basically
Same.
jumped straight into the indies and I found out about Sandstorm and World War 3.
Yeah,
These were
same.
my safe havens. So
To be
So-
honest, the game that I really liked was Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. That
Yeah,
game
oh,
was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fun.
that one
I
was
really
good.
wished it would have came to console though. It's too bad, but But I
Sadly,
played
not
it
a
a
lot
bit
of
on
indies
PC,
do receive
but I
support on console.
suck at keyboard and mouse, so yeah, there's that.
So I know Chris invested originally, as he's just said. So Slavic, did you invest in World War Three? I can't remember if you invested in it.
When I heard about it, it's sort of like the fan base and that declined. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
pretty
started
much.
to go
It did
down
very
and everything went
quickly.
to shit and servers died and all that. So I was
Yes,
like, I'm not gonna
because
bother
it was
till something
overhyped,
else happens.
so-
Yeah. So now it's coming back. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. It looks really good.
My concern.
You don't have to pick it up because it's free.
It's
so
actually
it
going to
will
be
release for
free, so everyone can
Wow.
play. It's going to be free, and it is just going to be console only. So
Even better.
But I have some
not console,
complaints about
PC
the
only,
new
not
version,
console
so-
only. But me and Chris got a chance to play the veterans closed playtest, and
the boomers test.
I'm going to go to Chris. I'll give my views after Chris. Chris, your views. So we played it on Thursday. Your views on, how your experience of the game itself. And remember, Chris is, before you start giving anyone any shit, you people out there, it is a beta. It was a closed playtest. Chris, give your views on World War III.
So first thing first, this is not a beta, this is an alpha, and you can truly feel this is an early alpha. Yes, it has all of the content, but it's not feeling like even a beta. And they also said like there are months to come of tests, so I'm really glad that it's not releasing alongside Battlefield 2042 and Vanguard, because that would be like a death sentence.
Suicide.
Yeah, that is a suicide. So my impressions, based on the 2018 version, the gameplay which I recorded back in 2019, the upgrades are just simply stunning. So locations were dull garbage, like lighting was awful, the animations, the guns, all felt extremely weird. With this alpha, everything is polished to extremes. So Moscow received like proper color correction on maps. You now have
You
great
can tell the
objectives.
difference, can't you, Chris?
The difference is enormous.
Night
As I
and day.
jumped into the game, I saw like the colors are different, the layouts are different, everything is placed better than before. And the TDM also got a bit upgraded, but it's like a Phoenix experience because you have like a wide open area and there's like circles in the houses. So it's trying to copy Call of Duty in that gameplay, but it doesn't do it great because there are some problems with the gunplay, which I'll cover more in the stream I'll do. But overall, I'm pretty impressed. They polished the animations. The guns have been downgraded. Sadly, they feel more like Battlefield, Call of Duty.
I see where you're going with this, Chris, but yeah, go.
So the guns were a unique feature for this game, really, because you had like armor and you had like damage and stuff like that. So the way you were taking down enemies, it felt more rewarding, like more hardcore in the original version. This one feels like you are playing Call of Duty or Battlefield. And it's quite a shame. It used to be more interesting in the previous version. But I'm taking this upgraded movement, upgraded locations, all of the new content, and just have like the train wreck from 2018.
So
they did a great job.
How, Chris, was your general experience? Because I personally, even though I'm still hyped for the game, I personally didn't have a good experience, and I impromptu just streamed there and then, and it was laggy as shit for me. I don't know how it was for you. Performance-wise, how was it? Even though I do understand it was an alpha, it was a test environment. I understand that. How was your experience, Chris?
Honestly, I had no hiccups whatsoever.
Sure.
I haven't experienced a single bug. It's mostly about the gameplay elements, which are sometimes problematic. So that is only it. My only gripes really about the game is like when you get killed, like if the camera just pans out straight to the enemy, and that looks weird. Like there is no animation, slow movement, the UI appearing normally. It's just like, poof, you're to the enemy. What the hell? How did I die? Why the hell this happened? And they also, the TDM mode honestly is just garbage. I don't enjoy TDM whatsoever in this game. I played with some friends and I was straight up raging at me just shooting the enemy straight into the face, and
Shit.
he was still alive with like 8 or 7 health.
And then you
That
died.
was really
Oh
frustrating.
man!
But the
Speaking
conquest,
of which, I remember watching your stream last night,
Yeah.
Mr. Devlin, and I think you were like behind a wall to this. And
Oh,
and
did
some
you see
shells.
that?
oh yes, also the
and that
netcode, yes.
sniper, and that sniper got you through
Yeah,
the wall on the
yeah,
shelves, and I
yeah.
was like,
Yes,
"Excuse
also
me,
yes,
what?"
I wanted to talk about this. There are some problems with the netcode, and that is for sure. Because I was running around, and it's either animations or netcode, I'm not sure. But once I was hiding behind cover, sometimes enemies would just kill me with like
Correct. And
something weird. So
I-
it was a bad experience.
I mean, like I say, I just did an impromptu stream. I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to be shit at this, but let's do a stream. Just for the people out there that might watch this at a later date, what are the specs on your machine? Just so we know what we both were playing with. I'll give my specs afterwards. What were the specs on the machine that you were playing with? We're talking about netcode, so give us what your internet is as well.
So is this related to me or to
you?
servers?
Sorry, to you, Chris, because it was
for
only me and you
the
that played.
the internet is 100 up, 100 down. This is megabits per second.
Okay.
Yours truly got an RTX 3080 and a Ryzen 9, so that should explain what kind of system I have.
Yeah.
So of course, because mine is like literally highest of the high end,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a great experience. But I'm not sure how the folks which have like the 2000 series, the 1660s, the 1650s, I'm not
Sure.
sure how those systems will work. For
Well-
me personally, it was a great experience. It was only like the TDM mode, of course, and some weirdness with the kill cams and like weapons.
So my own system is I've got an RTX 3070. I've got a Ryzen 5900, a Ryzen 5 5900, 16 gig. I've got 1 gig internet. And if anyone watched the stream, you've seen how laggy it was. I don't know. One thing I hope is not going to be the same sort of scenario as we got of the original World War III, that, you know, everyone was hyped, and when the game was actually released, it was a
It
dumpster
was a
fire. It was more than a disappointment, Chris.
Honestly, yes. Like, it was the main reason why it flopped so hard in 2018 is because Battlefield 5, like all of those players, were simply baffled at the reveal of that dumpster fire.
Are you trying to get me triggered mentioning that game?
Yes, man. You
Yeah,
know me,
well-
I'm always ranting about Battlefield D because that is a pile of dog shit that shouldn't exist
I
in this
mean,
day.
really.
So basically, they saw that stinking pile of dog shit once again, and they found safe haven in other projects, for example, Insurgency Sandstorm and World War III. And because World War III was so reminiscent of Battlefield, a lot of players were simply excited for this.
Sure.
And once the game dropped, the shit hit the fan pretty hard. The servers weren't
Very
really prepared
hard.
for the amount of players, and of course the problematic issues because it was an early access, so it wasn't a full release. It was supposed to release and
'cause-
to be upgraded with time.
I think some of the bigger YouTubers, the bigger content creators, were on World War III on the first time round, and I think they got highly disappointed and just
They
dropped
got
the
extremely
game.
disappointed. Yes, this is why.
The likes
Even
of
myself,
Westy
I
and
was-
Jack Frags, they were all interested in this game, and because of
I do remember that.
yeah,
Like
exactly,
they were pushing for this game.
like shit,
and-
they were.
They were pushing like insane stuff. And even myself, I got disappointed,
this-
extremely sad.
This is
Like
why you
after
don't.
3 months, I wrote like the World War III endgame. I did a rant about the game and why it shouldn't have ended up like that. And honestly,
be
I'm glad it came back full force once
So
again.
am I.
I know,
Yeah.
So
I know
man,
the studio behind it, like My Games, is known
Don't.
for Warface. They're pay-to-win garbage.
my dot games.
But I really hope
Yeah.
they won't destroy this title with that.
I do.
Because-
I
Oh
because
yeah, I think about the same because you said it was free, and I'm like, oh crap, here we
just
go
don't want
again.
it to turn play to win. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yes, that
the
is
thing
only
I'm worried
concern I
about.
have. Let it be skins, let it be battle pass, but please don't mess with the mechanics.
correct.
Mechanics
Yeah,
are the most important part.
Look, you know what,
Warface is just-
I'm a bit of a dick, and I said, I don't buy cosmetics and that, but you know what, to support a game that was free to play, if I fancied a cosmetic, I would buy it. If it was free to
Yeah.
play. However, if I found out the game was pay to win, then you're going to get an Insurgency
Yeah, we got the
Sandstorm
problem,
Devlin over the last couple of years
Yeah.
scenario. So just to move away from Battlefield, World War III, I'm just praying that it doesn't go play to win and they're just going to do it for cosmetics only. My Games have not got the best reputation, but
Actually, we are known for trashing. This is my experience because this company is set in Russia. So let's get this out of the way. And Russians do love to monetize shit. So Escape from Tarkov, like their developers.
I don't like them.
Yeah,
the
they are
developers.
quite nasty. So basically, it's the same thing with my games, because in Russia we have games such as Crossfire. I did an insane rant with that because it became basically a pay-to-win shooter. Then we had Warface, which started amazing. Then it got to the points where pay $150 to own a gun permanently.
Yeah.
It
I
got
know
really
that's
close to
madness,
such points.
absolute madness.
Yes, and that is because of my games. So I'm really
Especially
interested to
the
see
renting
how
the gun.
this
That was
how World War
crazy.
III is going to be affected by these lovely folks at my games. If they don't hold their promise, I'm going to bury them heads up,
Deep.
straight up, deep into the magma of the earth. I don't care.
Okay,
So,
gentlemen,
do you wanna-
can go on, Silver. Last comment on World War III.
Oh, I was just. Why don't we talk about 2042 next?
I'm going to leave that right to the end because I'm going to promote the giveaway and stuff. Can we quickly just go on to Vanguard? Honestly, I could have gotten the beta. I just didn't have time. I'd like to know any
I can
views
tell
who
you
got into there. I know
have a
Chris got into
I-
there. Silver
I
got
played-
into there.
I played the open beta. To me, I played it. I think I played 3 games. I just got absolutely boat faced. I said, nope, this is literally Modern Warfare 2019, but COD W2. It's the same camping nonsense, same terrible spawns, and the guns were terrible too. And it's like, if people already found the broken and meta guns literally a day into the open beta, what's it gonna be when the game comes out? And I was just like, no, I uninstalled it. I think after about 2 games. I'm
So
like,
was
no,
it
thank
what,
you.
Oh, that is
was
so
the
relatable,
audio as bad as they say? Because I was watching.
It's
It
awful.
is.
I was
You
watching
can't
Simon
hear shit in his
147.
Oh, wait, here's the thing I remember. It wasn't even Axis versus Allies. The teams I
Oh,
crap you
it's
not, it
my
was
team versus
literally
enemy
my
team.
team
Yes.
versus enemy team.
Get to fuck what?
Yeah.
Back to political
I have-
correctness stuff, boys. So Activision
I,
did the
I
oopsie.
think I took some screen caps. I might can get them to you.
I
And-
do have a gameplay as well, so.
Yeah. And-
So,
So, when it comes to
general
me,
views.
honestly, Call
Chris,
of Duty,
general
yeah.
views.
So for me personally, I have a massive rant on Vanguard on my channel. Sorry
Seen
for
it.
the plug-in. So this Call of Duty is probably the least effort Call of Duty I ever seen. Like, I thought Black Ops 4 was garbage. It was like straight up Black Ops 3 without jetpacks. But
Yeah.
Vanguard managed to hit a whole new level. It's Modern Warfare 2019. All of the issues
Literally.
from Modern Warfare 2019. The destruction which was introduced into this game was a cancelled feature from Modern Warfare. They even got footage from the alpha, like debug tests of Modern Warfare, where they demonstrated the door destruction. So basically, they took like an old project and just combined it with Modern Warfare and spawned this pile of dog shit. Sounds are bugged like Modern Warfare 2019. Gunplay is the same. Graphics still have issues, just like launch Modern Warfare. I played it on Xbox Series X. I have satanic creatures from PS1 era games. So that should tell you a lot. Like, this game is the least effort.
I
Call of Duty
think
ever.
that says enough, Chris.
Yeah, that says enough,
No,
everyone. Like,
Pretty much.
this is the
funniest thing
typical
is
Call of Duty. If you
that-
enjoy this
that-
kind of gameplay, you're free to purchase
Ju-
it.
right,
But
right.
it's boring as shit.
I'm just going to go down. I'm going to go down the people on the panel tonight. If you look at the chat, Alpha Gaming said Insurgency Sandstorm, because we've talked about it, released on
Oh, yeah.
console. What do you think? I'll go to Silver first.
I mean, the controls took a bit of getting used to because it was really weird. I mean, I think they should have had a custom one because they wanted you to press up on the D-pad to, I think it was switch weapons. or was
Change
it
to
RB?
secondary weapon. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, that and
Because
all
Devlin
this
played it
other
as well
stuff.
on console.
the spawning of the enemies were like stupid. I mean, you capture an objective, you're starting to go to the next one, and then 2 or 3 of them spawn behind you and then kill you, or you're going down a corridor, and I've had this happen to me. I clear the stairway, okay, nobody's here, and what do you know? I get shot in the
Dead.
back.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
That and
yes.
not to mention the how the AI on your team, if you play the local mode, it was like plumb
Oh,
stupid.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay of
Plus,
that. It's
that-
absolutely.
that-
Oh.
But they would just stare at the objective. The commander wouldn't use his perks, but they have the enemy AI completely like too smart. if you know what I mean.
So, Silver, your experience on the console, just for Alpha Gaming, what was it?
It's all right. It's all right. I liked it. It was pretty good. I had a
Perfect.
lot of fun. It was different, and it's what I needed because I'm kind of I love the games, but it's just the way people play sometimes that honestly frustrate me. So it's fun to be able to play with PVE sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like I said, I'm torn. I want to buy the game, but I don't want to support NWI, especially after the debacle they've showed.
Correct. Stealth, can I
So-
go to you, mate? Have you, did you play it on console, or have you seen anything relating to it on console? What's your opinions?
I've not personally played on console, full disclosure, but
Sure.
I have watched a significant amount on console, and honestly, every time I see anything to do with Insurgency Sandstorm now, I don't even feel annoyed anymore. I feel sad. I
I'm
feel
there as well. In
disappointed
all
because
fairness, I am.
Same.
Devlin,
So then too.
Devlin, Chris, North, we were all there in the early. I got it a week after launch. I'm pretty sure Devlin and North got it on launch.
I
Sorry,
was
Chris,
there
I can't remember when you
beforehand,
got it there.
to be honest.
I think it was
Yeah.
2 weeks as well. So.
And
I played the original Insurgency a bit.
That
too.
was awesome.
Oh
and, like,
yes, the
this
original.
This is the thing. When we were playing it right there, we were just like, this game has come out really strong. It's going to be up and up.
Sure.
But it's just been down and down. Every patch, they fix one thing and broke 2 more. And they
Don't
just
say that,
slowly-
Stealth.
No,
Don't say that.
Don't start, don't
You,
start
you
this
can't
one,
say
yes.
shit like that. They
Hang
don't
on,
like
hang on.
shit like that.
Hang on. And they just slowly got further and further away
Not
from
to mention-
expectations, essentially.
Not to
They could have
if you-
been absolutely brilliant, but unfortunately,
Could have been a
it didn't
monster.
work out. Honestly, I could have seen a powerful insurgency
A
launch
massive franchise.
Yeah,
becoming
especially if
the
they
third
could
option on console, because you have
if they could have launched it a couple years ago when they promised, when the middle of the whole bad BFV.
Absolutely, because that's exactly what I was going to say. You have Battlefield and you have Call of Duty. Those are your 2
Yeah.
FPS multiplayers.
Casual
Insurgency
it
could
be,
have been-
though.
The third, yes.
Casual it be, yes, but Insurgency, I feel, could have been the third option when it comes to
I
want an FPS
I
game
definitely think
on
it could have been
console.
the first option for people who want a little bit more
Absolutely.
than
I'm saying
Battlefield
in
and Call of
general,
Duty.
it could have been that third
Honestly,
option.
I think
see, people
Yeah.
don't get me in that way. They think the likes of myself, yourself, Stealth, you say what you think as a mature gamer. You say exactly what you think. They just think he's shitting on the game. It's never fucking been.
We say that
about-
every
I know,
every time
I
we
know,
discuss it.
I know.
No, it's
know.
just blind support, and you see.
Oh, by
what
the way,
blind support gets
people
you,
who want
because-
to know, the shots I'm taking is vodka.
Uh-huh.
Be off your tits.
Jesus, man.
How long until we have smooth silverback Mr. Devlin brand vodka for sale in the shop?
No, exactly. Well, funny enough, right? Okay, so, what's it called when you leak something really quick? And I hate leakers, by the way. Spoiler.
Yeah, especially
Spoiler.
if
Okay.
we're gonna go on the subject of leakers, I'm starting to think that Tom Henderson, I think he's a paid leaker because he talks about.
Bork
he
said
talks
that.
about
Funny
stuff-
enough,
Boys,
Bork
I
said
think you
he's
missed,
a
Slavic
marketing.
and me's opinion.
He
We
talks
Oh yeah,
sound
yeah,
about
yeah.
like,
in the
Well,
Battlefield
Chris,
for,
we're
and
gonna
that's,
go there. We're gonna go there.
All
in
right.
the official Battlefield Twitter, and how he hasn't been blacklisted or sued.
No,
for
yeah,
leaking.
no, he
It
hasn't.
makes me think he's a paid leaker to promote hype for the game.
We think Borks said exactly the same thing. I wish he would have been in tonight. He could have said that. But I'm going to go to Slavic now. Mate, your opinions.
On the console release.
Yes.
Um,
We're going to have to go there and get away really quick.
the,
In and out, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I tell you, it hasn't been the best. On last gen especially, I reckon that should have more time done. But if I'm going to be honest, another delay, a Sandstorm wouldn't survive. Honestly, if they did another delay to work on bugs and that, I don't think community would be very happy.
You know, Slavic, if you made a video about that, you'd get slagged to shit. But I personally agree with you. And they don't like it. And actually, even though we've gone away from Sandstorm, I'm going to say some things afterwards. But go on, Slavic. Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. Well, I did, obviously. But go on, Slavic.
Sorry.
But yeah, I reckon
Yeah.
they could have had more time working on the bugs and that, so the console release on the last gen console would have been more stable. But again, they wouldn't have survived it. No one would have no one would take it, and they sort of they're sort of like shit. I don't know.
So-
But as a PC player, Slavic, you obviously see when they say, okay, we're releasing something new. Oh shit, we've got to patch that because we made a balls up of that. We've seen that as PC players. You as well, Slavic. We've seen that as PC players. They release a patch to fix bugs, and then it's extra bugs in the new patch.
Yeah, I think they should test their stuff more, if you know what I mean.
I
Like,
totally
they should
agree.
Run
Totally
more
agree.
tests and make sure it's very sustainable before they actually release it. Because what it feels like, looks like they do it, just do like an hour of testing and they just like set it off. That's what it feels like, to be fair.
So right, okay. So Chris had a point previously in the stream that he said, okay, so they released a beta, and then 2 days later they actually released the final version of what they thought was the game. Do you think they should have done an open beta maybe a month before and then release the game itself?
Yes, because didn't they like people do surveys and that to see how it went?
I have something on that
I didn't
subject,
fill
too.
mine on. But
Yeah.
Silver, let's go to Slavic then,
So-
Chris.
Okay.
Chris, so to
Yes.
just totally end what we're talking about Sandstorm, give us
So
your
once
views,
again,
mate.
we had our concerns about the beta. So I'm actually going to talk only about the release itself. So I'm honestly truly glad that finally, after years of waiting, we got a hardcore shooter on the consoles. Yes, this is not now the main line, because it could have filled this 3 years ago, but it's still a great thing that it released. People
Correct.
now can join our rankings and finally play together to experience Sandstorm how it is. Honestly, I'm just a bit concerned about the future patches because, the PC history. I'm only going to bring the PC history issues. So I do hope that now NWI will focus on the patches themselves because Sony and Microsoft are known to rigorously check for issues in those things. So maybe with the release on the consoles, we'll get proper patches, proper updates without much breaking problems. Overall, it's great that this released. I'm happy. And honestly, I hope everything will go well for us, the PC players, and the consoles as well.
Well, so I think Silver, did you want something? Did you want to say something?
Oh yeah, wasn't it the
So we can finally fucking finish
Yeah,
with
really.
Insurgency Sandstorm.
Oh,
might as
definitely,
well
man.
title
I know,
this,
man.
Insurgency Sandstorm.
I'm so
stream.
tired of Sandstorm, man.
But anyway,
It's been 24/7.
I
Go on,
agree
Silver,
that they
finish
shoulda
us
had-
off.
They should have had a open beta because they never promised those people that pre-ordered the game originally the access into the private beta.
Oh, I'm
like
actually
they
gonna
were
go. I'm
supposed to.
actually gonna go there when Silver's finished. I'm gonna go there about that. Go on, Silver.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's crazy what these people that. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. They already started the crazy cosmetics on the Xbox store. I put it on the Discord a couple days ago, and I was like, "What in the Call of Duty?"
Well, can I, just before we go over to Battlefield 2042, can I just say something? I had a guy, I think Chris has actually got, because he got permission, Chris has actually got the same screenshots as I've got as someone who didn't get a refund of the PlayStation, the Xbox store.
Yes, the receipts. Yes, I do
Okay,
still have them.
you obviously know where I'm going with this, Chris.
Yes,
See
we
the
know
guy
about that.
who never got a refund and he tried to get it through his bank, blah, 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 blah. You see that guy?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, so let me go back a little bit. So Insurgency Sandstorm, when it was first, not when it was first, but when
First announced and, like,
for
had a
August the
store
25th, August the 25th, they said it was going to be released, so they let people pre-order. So they put the next pre-order out, the one that we know now, and this guy had not got a refund. He actually called out to me to try and help him. I did. I got in touch with NWI. I got ignored, blah, 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 blah. Chris has got that documentation as well. That motherfucker got a refund 2 weeks ago. Do you know why? Because it was
Why?
slightly more expensive this time round. So they would rather refund him than give him the game.
Masters.
Wow.
Rather than give him the game for
Wow.
nothing, they
Oh
refunded
my
him.
Talk about
I
petty,
Seriously?
man.
Exactly.
All
No,
this time.
that is the honest
All this
truth.
time, those funds
NWI,
were
if
lost.
you're watching this now, I have got proof. I have actually got the proof. I have got that
I have to
message.
see this.
I'm laughing my ass off
Holy-
right now.
NWI exposed.
NWI moment. Man, this is NWI moment. Straight up.
For a moment there, I thought this was going to be a final hooray, problem solved. He's got his refund.
No.
everyone's happy.
No.
No, that's just
No.
a fucking kick in the teeth.
That is a
thing.
Yeah,
piss
that's a kick in the
take.
balls.
And look,
There's no
I've
happy
always
endings
said,
here.
and you know why NWI cannot sue me, cannot do fuck all, is because because I've been told an awful lot more than I would say, but I don't say anything unless I'm 100%. I know I gave Chris, because I actually asked the guy, and Chris said to me, "Am I allowed to post this?" I asked the guy, and the guy said, "Yeah, he'd like to get it out there." And it was that same guy, Chris, that said, "Devlin, I actually just got a refund." And I thought, motherfucker, why? and it was because the game was slightly more expensive. So it's only my personal opinion, but I think it's because the game was, like I say, slightly more expensive than when he actually bought it, that they give him a refund to get that minute more revenue. I think it's disgraceful, to be honest.
No, really.
That's awful.
The fact that bothers me is how it's $40 on console, but yet it's only $30 on Steam.
Mate, you can get
Not
it.
to mention how many
You
times
can get it
for
all
half
over
the
the
price
place for
usually,
about
so-
$9.
Yeah, you can get it at like half of the price on PC because they have like a ton of sales, and it's always like half a price.
Because
half
it's
price.
a 3-year-old fucking game, Chris.
Yes, that is the problem. This is why I had gripes at first with the launch price, but after inspecting all of the consoles pricing, like all of the history, I think $40 is enough for launch, but going forward it should be
For a
fucking
new
20.
game.
Yeah, for a new game, no, actually for a new game, 60
I
I
mean,
think
look
is
at
a
how
norm.
that moves.
And
It's
I think that
$40,
people
and
are
they
defending
actually
the game
care
because
about
it's
the
40.
console
So.
community.
Console
Gentlemen,
community likes this.
Gentlemen,
Oh,
can
go
we
on.
talk about Battlefield 2042? If it's okay with you
Yeah.
guys, I mean,
Yeah.
Slavic,
let's
is it all right with you, mate?
Yes, fine.
Of course.
Okay, so I'm really excited about Battlefield
Yeah.
2042.
Same. It just the only thing that worries me is I hope it's not another V because
It better fucking not be.
it better not be. Yeah, you're right. They delayed Battlefield V the same amount of time that they're delaying 2042. And
Can I
some
just
people are,
Can I just quickly come in here? Does anyone know why they delayed it this time for an extra month? Because I
I don't
do.
know. Well, why did they delay it?
They delayed it because of the anti-cheat. And I thought, oh, that's a good thing. That's a decent thing. And do you know who they've gone with? Easy
Oh,
cheat.
Annie.
I was about to
What
say, dare
the
we
fuck?
ask?
Easy
Honestly,
cheat. It's
I'm
not.
not surprised at all.
It's not the
I have
best.
my thoughts on the end because I have a lot to say about this game.
Yeah.
I've been
You'll
silent
have
for
to
a long
educate
while
me
because I've
on
been
this
gathering
Annie
information.
cheat.
I don't like commenting about this game, like new information straight up with videos. I like to gather information first, then
Sure.
expose my opinion. So please go on first. I'll be the last one to comment on all of this situation.
Okay. So we'll go to Silver. What are your impressions of Battlefield 2042? I've got mine. And everyone
Yeah.
else has got theirs. What are your impressions? What are your issues? What are your problems? What are your likes, your dislikes?
Well, I
Get ready, guys, because I'm asking you the same question.
I still don't like the fact that they're charging up to $120 just for a multiplayer.
Sure.
I think
I'm
that if
totally
we're not
with you.
getting a single player,
Totally
if it's
with
just
you.
multiplayer,
Yeah.
it
No
should be
campaign.
a third of the price. Yeah, not even any co-op.
No.
It should probably be a third of the price or half. I'm excited for Portal though because all the ideas and craziness. I
Me
really
too.
hope Hardline comes to Portal.
So
because
do I.
I'm worried.
So
I am
look,
so
I'm with
worried
you on
about
that,
this.
Silver. I'm totally with you on that.
I'm so worried about Hardline because it's already dying, and with 2042, I feel like that might be the last nail in the coffin. Because it's, I know, I might get hate for it, but it's been my
fuck
favorite
it.
Battlefield.
Fuck it,
But,
I'm totally with you on Hardline. I thought it was a
so-
great game. Great game.
So maybe if it comes to Portal, it can finally get the love it deserves with the AI.
Correct.
You know, you can spawn that.
Correct.
So, and you can make all the custom games. Heck, we could make a Restless Native server for.
Yeah, exactly.
the
I said I'm actually gonna buy.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna buy
crossplay seems
server. More than one server probably. So I'm gonna go over to Stealth. Mate, the same question.
I'm reserved about
Yeah, I don't
about
think I want to pre-order
2042
it, though.
because I still don't know what to make about a lot
Yeah,
of the different
I'm
things in the
saying.
game, but equally, a little bit at the back of my mind has been gnawing at me for a long, long time now, and I feel I have to voice it at this point, which is
Go.
I remember back in the old days of Halo 3 and Halo Reach, and one of the best things about that was the custom games. We are now essentially getting custom games in Battlefield, and a little bit in the back of my mind is asking me, what if this is going to be like going back to the good old days of like 2010,
really.
where you would just end up in a lobby in, say, Xbox Live, you play for a couple hours, then out of the blue you get an invite and it just says custom games, and you're like, yeah, sure. You join into a lobby of 20, 30, 40 other randos you've never met before, and suddenly, I don't know, you're all running around with defibs, or I don't know, your screen is upside down, or just some other madness, and you end up spending 6 more hours laughing your ass off. A little bit
Yeah,
in the back of my
really.
mind is saying, what if? What
Yeah.
if they manage to clinch this? What
Do,
if
do,
this
do
is
you
the return to
possibly
form?
think they can do that? I know they
I
can
would
do
hope
that.
So. I wonder
that's-
if.
This is what I'm
Ex-
saying. Sorry, I'm cutting you in, Silver.
Oh yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, in the back of my mind, I know it can be done, and we've seen amazing entries from DICE in the past. I mean, I'm not even going to trigger Chris by mentioning Battlefield 2, but hey, I just did. They can do
Ah,
it.
yes.
We know they can do it. I just pray that this is their return to form. This
Uh-huh.
is their light bulb moment where they go, actually, you know what? We need to go right the way back, and we need to fix ourselves.
Yeah. I'm wondering if with this logic editor, if it's as open as they say, I wonder if we can make our own hardline in Portal.
Well,
You know.
I think they can. Right. Can I tell you something? Logic editor is nothing to do with. It's not exclusive to DICE or EA. A logic editor is a graphical. How can I put this? It's a graphical.
Behavior tree.
Correct. It's not. It's
Oh,
not.
right.
It's not exclusive to DICE, EA, Frostbite.
Oh,
A logic
that's
editor is right. The simplest way I can say this is drag and drop with a slight bit of coding.
Essentially, yeah. All it is how AIs make decisions in games and how they've always made decisions. You start out with one box, if you will, and that's where you're stood right now. And let's just say that box is, can I see an enemy? If you can see an enemy, yes, I'll move to box A. If I can't see an enemy, I'll move to box B.
Correct.
Then
Did
off
someone
box,
disconnect?
then off box A, you
Apologize
might
for
have
butting
2
it.
more, which says seek cover or open fire. But off box B, meanwhile, you might have find cover and look around, or go patrolling. And it's just a tree. It just expands and expands, and just gives the AI different things to do in different situations.
So anyway, right. We have the logic editor. We have Portal. I personally think it's going to be an awesome game. But we're going to go over to Slavic Pigeon. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what are you expecting from Battlefield 2042? Are you going to buy it? Do you think you will enjoy it? And is it the game you think it's going to be?
In my opinion, I think it's going to be quite big because the Portal thing, that's going to bring
Yeah.
a lot more people who like different genres than that, and it's just going to bring it into one. And it's going to be brilliant. I am going to pick it up, but before I do that, I am going to have a look at some benchmarks and that. So I'm not going to buy it when it releases because it may be an optimization hellhole, if you know what I mean. I don't have the best system, especially my CPU, 6 cores, 6 threads. It runs the
You
games
know
I
what?
like,
It will do.
hopefully it will do. So before I actually do buy Battlefield 2042, I will have a look at some benchmark videos, and I will wait a bit till it the optimization is developed more and that. So yeah, I think it's going to be quite big due to the Portal add-on. Honestly, I'm really excited for Portal myself.
So am I, to be
It's
honest.
going to be so cool.
That part of the Battlefield game, I'm really excited for.
Yeah,
Same here.
I'm going to go straight over to Chris. He's going to give us the last
Oh,
thoughts on Battlefield 2042. Chris, your personal views on it.
So I think you will be surprised, but I'm going to drop a fat rant on 2042.
You're not going to like it, are you?
This game has so
Right.
much fucking weirdness going on.
Yeah.
So
I
first thing
the-
first, I'm going to push the positives. Yes, Battlefield Portal I think is the best thing that ever happened because they are going to introduce into this huge hub in previous games locations, and you can mix all that, and you can basically recreate the experience of those games. Like straight up have a preset like Battlefield Freestyle, Battlefield Bad Company style, and even Battlefield 1942 style. So basically, we got a Battlefield V in 2042 that is actually a great game instead of that pile of dog shit in 2018. And this is for the positive ends, because honestly, I think only Portal is the best thing we've been shown. Everything else is, like marketing
meh.
it's a train wreck. Where the hell is the betas, the alphas?
if you
Everything
allow-
feels like Call of Duty for some reason. They
allow
suddenly,
me to say
once
something.
Vincent Zampella, the
Chris,
dude which
I
created
can,
Call of
can
Duty-
assure you it's not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
what-
listen to me,
what I-
because this is a fat rant I'm going to have. Once Vincent Zampella came around, we now have kill cards, charms, all of that bullshit, battle passes. I have a simple question to folks which pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. Can you please tell me what the hell that season pass includes in it? Show me at least a skin, show me at least a feature like a knife, something. Have you actually seen the things that they promised
Probably
in the
not,
Ultimate Edition?
because they think they can get away with this shit.
This is bullshit. Why wasting $120 on something you haven't seen? And also about
Yeah,
the beta.
really.
I am disappointed to see this bullshit with the beta. So back in the past, we had 1 week of alpha testing, then we had 1 week of open beta testing, and of course the beta was split because of the time. Now we have the same shit as Call of Duty. You have 2 days, so basically 2 days for open beta. We truly, just like Call of Duty, you have 2 days to join the open beta to try it yourself, and then is 4 days because you pre-ordered the game. This is straight up Call of Duty, because in Call of Duty you have to pay to get access to this kind of shit. And now I see kill cards, all those things, and also the material which was revealed. So basically they showed us an old ass alpha, and all of this silence and the delay, of course. I think the delay is because of crossplay, because you know they have tons of issues right now with crossplay. Like you can't make a party with controllers and like PC. You can't disable crossplay. You can't play like do crossplay with all generations and stuff like that. I think this is the main issue. It was delayed just to polish this side of things. But honestly, what is doing Battlefield what is doing right now is it's honestly disappointing to see. I feel like it's turning into Call of Duty, and I don't really like the things I'm seeing. I've been holding this information back, like, alright, maybe it will be better, but it's going on and on and on. And I hear details from Tom Henderson, even if he's a paid shield.
Tom
he's still-
Henderson is a dick, to be honest.
Mate, even
Yeah,
if he's
same.
still paid, he still leaks proper shit. Ever since he was posting information about the beta, it's true. The reveal that is going to happen then, it's true. So shit he is posting is legit. And from what I'm seeing just from Tom Henderson, this game is straight up turning into like a mishmash of Call of Duty and Battlefield. Like
I think I can
it's-
understand
it's
why.
a mutant.
Because
I don't really like what I'm seeing. That is the only problem I have. Like this
No,
silence is really weird. The beta dates is weird. We have like about let's say 2 months.
Can I
No,
just
it's
butt in for a
actually 1
second?
month.
I'm just
1
going to
month.
put you on intermission while I go for a pee again.
Or
I can't.
I'm an old man.
I'm dropping such facts that
That
definitely has
alcohol
to-
is doing something to you, mate.
yeah, man.
No, I.
So-
Terrified his bowels, Chris.
So 1 month, we literally have 1 month until the beta, until the game releases, because it's in November now. It's October,
Yeah,
and we still
I
are
don't
seeing
really even
fuck
think
all
this is a
the
beta.
alpha
I
zone.
think this is more of a demo. But I can understand. I think I understand why it's turning into a bit like Call of Duty, because I think I remember hearing not too long ago that one of the lead designers that worked on Warzone and Call of Duty, he got hired to work on 2042. So I think that's why you're seeing all this Call of Duty stuff in there, like with the player
Yes, all of
cards,
this Call
the
of Duty stuff.
charms, the pay for the beta, 2 days.
Honestly, pay for the beta and even the short period for this beta is nonsense. Like
Yeah.
the open beta, the thing which really angered me the most is because open beta is running on Monday and Tuesday, so basically it's work day. So you only come home late, or either you do request free time from work just to play this goddamn beta. Only you to have 2 days. But if you
Yeah.
pay EA, you get to play it on Saturday and Sunday. This is Call of Duty bullshit.
Scummy.
I'm calling this shit out. This is angering me very much, and especially the Ultimate Edition. It's charging $120. Where's the fucking content which is promised there? What is the season 1? 1 month away, and we don't have any information about the Ultimate Edition. We still haven't seen fuck all of Hazard Zone, and I think they're going to tell this about the
and
beta after the
The
beta.
other thing I don't like is that you had to pay the $100 to get the cross-gen version. I mean,
Yes,
what
the
happened?
cross-gen version. Why the fuck?
What happened? What happened to buy the X? Remember for the 360 to 1, it was buy the 360 version, get the one for free,
You
or
get
was
the
it pay
Xbox One upgrade
$10?
for free. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
seeing
Or
this
is it?
bullshit. Honestly, this is
It's
just
like, come
EA
on,
at its
man.
fittest. This is EA at its fittest, and now that they have a Call of Duty folks, and they have the experience from the past, like milking the franchise dry, and now they transition here and they started doing these bullshit shenanigans. For example, like order $100. What the hell does the gold version includes? Only PS5 and PS4 version and some skins bullshit. Honestly, come on, man. I don't like this shit at all. Portal is great if it's going to launch, but
Yeah,
the problem is
hopefully
if
Portal
it's
is.
going to launch stable, because we do remember
Yeah.
Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, heck, even Battlefield V, how that shit show started. So we
Yeah.
we only received 2 parts of this game because Hazard Zone is coming in 2022 apparently. So you only got like 2 parts, $120 for multiplayer and another multiplayer mode. There is no campaign, there is no co-op. I
Uh-huh.
actually wanted to defend the choice of like dropping campaign, but $120 for a fucking
Yeah.
battle pass.
Why would I? Why do I
oh.
have to pay? Why do I have to pay more for less? That's
Yes,
literally
it's
gaming
$60
now.
plus you pay another $60 just to get some skins and a battle pass.
Uh-huh.
So
This is
where are we
straight
up
up
to
Call
at
of
the
Duty.
moment?
So we're
This is
talking
straight up
about.
Call of
We're
Duty.
talking
This
about.
this
Still.
bullshit
We're
shenanigans
having
by
to-
Call of Duty,
We're
and that is
talking
angering me
about.
really hard.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
hoping
talking
the
about
beta
why
will
we have
change
to
my
pay
mind.
for less.
I hope the beta will change my mind. But as of right now, the information I got, all this bullshit I see, even with the anti-cheat, like, who fucking cares? We had Punk Buster. Why didn't you
Yeah.
update
That is
Punk
shit.
Buster?
What's the point of Punk Buster?
Pain in the
Mate.
ass.
They got Punk Buster and Fair Fight. 2 anti-cheats worked in
Whoopee
Battlefield 4.
fucking do.
They didn't have issues until like they stopped supporting the anti-cheats. And now we got the easy anti-cheat thing. I really hope it works. Because if it doesn't, I'm dropping this game.
Well,
I
we'll
don't
see.
care. I got other releases that I'm interested in. It's not big of a waste for me to just skip this title at this point.
So okay, so to finish off, Chris, what are you interested in? If you don't like Battlefield 2042, what sort of games would you, just for people who might watch afterwards, what would you be interested in?
The main thing, I suppose, is World War 3 because it's coming out, and if it
I think that
even
might
if
be epic.
hypothetically it fails, we still got Modern Warfare 2022, which is supposed to be like a proper work because it's Infinity Ward, the big boy studio which
Yeah,
does the
correct.
revolution for this franchise. So we'll have a Modern Warfare next year. That's not big of a problem. I'm saying like there is alternatives out there because Battlefield is no longer the only sandbox experience. We got World War 3, Of course, there is Insurgency Sandstorm. If it
And it
will
is
continue.
decent. In all fairness, Chris, it is
Yes,
decent.
it is decent.
Yeah.
And we have like Hell Let Loose. Like we'll have the titles announced as well. Like, don't get me wrong. There's still some stuff which is in the works, and will eventually get announced. And Battlefield is going to be like the biannual release.
I'm so
in
hyped.
2023 we'll get another title, and I hope to God, like if this beta proves me wrong, I'm going to play this game. If
Yeah.
not, I'll have alternatives. It's not a problem.
So, Stars, over to you.
Stars. He's
Oh,
not
sorry,
here.
Silver.
Oh my god.
You're actually going to look at chat. Then very confused.
Oh, right. Hang on.
Anyway, for me, yeah, I have to agree with you on all this. But I think I looked at the version differences, and the only thing is for the crossplay version, which I really don't like, that you're having to pay $100 just to get the Series X and the One version.
Yeah, that
I
is a
don't-
load of shit.
Yeah, then you're getting like an art book and the soundtrack for the Ultimate version, which is like, okay.
Okay, who
Um,
cares, honestly? Like, you can find these tracks on SoundCloud for free.
Yeah, I can just
So-
go on to Apple Music and listen to it.
Correct.
Or
Of course
I
you
can
can.
Stream those even
Google-
on
I
Spotify
can
because
Google
developers
art
post
book.
them on Spotify.
Yeah.
So what's the point? What's the point of
Um,
introducing it? I suppose you can have like a digital license and shit, but they better have that license and not copyright them. That's a problem.
I mean, I hope that I'll like this game. If not, I can always just go into Portal and just make 2042 servers and just have AI only.
Shit,
That way I don't
so
have to
you
deal with other
can.
people.
But apparently Portal can't do anything like that. So
Oh,
It can.
I know.
It said that you would only need one player to start a server, and you could do anything you wanted.
You
in
wanna
it.
do.
So I could.
So
But
So,
the awkward
right,
silence is over
yeah,
now, boys.
exactly. So I had to jump in. So Stealth, I'm going over to you.
You've asked me for this
but
question.
yeah, I hope that the beta can relieve some of my anxiety about the game.
You've asked us this question, Devlin.
Oh, have I?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yes.
asked us this question before you left. Then you asked Silver.
Oh,
again.
man.
Oh, did I? Oh shit.
You
So I'm going.
been
I'm going.
drinking too
I'm.
much, Devon?
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
you asked us. You asked us what do we think, and then I went on
Yeah.
about. the cost of the
Oh
game.
shit! I was
You
just.
don't
I was
want
just
us again.
finishing off the stream. Fucking hell! I'm 20-30 me, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking
Someone's you better lay off the booze now.
Right, I tell you.
yeah.
I tell you what. Right, I'm gonna have another shot,
Oh,
Really?
let's go.
and
To make it
then
work?
you know what shit happens.
Oh, I see the Devlin
sorry.
on stream right now. He's so.
So.
Devon
So
drunk
before
stream.
we end the stream, I'm gonna take a shot. Actually, I'll take two.
Bloody hell.
Jesus, man.
The sign of a true
You know what?
alcoholic.
For me, for myself, and for the best
And for-
of the
Yeah,
people.
and for me
And-
too,
and now,
Mr. Devlin, because I don't drink.
Oh,
Jesus, man.
fucking hell, that was hard. So
Oh,
okay,
of course, it's what
I'm gonna go to Silver.
Okay.
It cut my throat then.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm gonna go to.
Devlin, welcome to Moldovan punishment.
I'm gonna go to Silver first. You say your good nights, mate.
Oh yeah, all right. Thank you for having me on the stream, man. Check me out at Silver Chambers on Twitter, and my friend his at Switchblade.
Put them in the chat.
All right.
So
let me go do that
yeah,
then.
definitely. Anyone can promote on my channel. I don't give a flame fuck.
Free promotion, boys. Plug your
Yeah,
shit.
really.
So we're going
I'll
off
do it.
to Stealth Slicer. Thank you. You know what? Really nice to see you again, mate.
There's
Well,
definitely,
yeah.
honestly, it's nice to be back because if you think about this, we started this around the time where lockdowns
Yeah.
happened.
Well, yes,
We're
lockdowns
still
were
going. What, 2 years later? Honestly, it's nice to see everyone again. It's nice to be back. I see some
Yeah.
familiar faces in
That's
chat. I see
hopefully
some
we
new
can play
faces.
with each
The
other.
boys are back, everyone.
I do.
Yeah.
I do want to keep this. I want to get this going. I want to keep this
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
It's fun. It's lovely seeing everybody.
It's carry on, by
Stay
the
safe,
way.
guys. Stay safe.
Yeah, and you, mate. Right, we're going to. Oh, apparently it's me.
Ah, yes.
Slavic, over to you, mate.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been really good.
Perfect, mate.
I've gained a lot
You're
of
getting
confidence
really
today.
good at this,
Yeah.
Slavic, by the way. The
Thank
shy
you,
boy that has come out of
Finally,
his shell.
We're finally having Slavic to speak with us.
Correct.
Time is a problem.
yeah. I'm really happy, but I'm actually able to express what I think this time round. It has been like a lot of fun hearing each other's opinions and what we think about what we spoke about today. It's been fantastic, and thank you for everyone watching the stream. It has been a really good time listening to your comments. and-
Listen to Slavic. Shit. You should host this shit.
Honestly, yes.
Before
Nah, Slavic, you got the voice.
before we round off, I think we should give Slavic a round of applause.
I think
He's
so.
Really
Oh, yeah,
come
let's go,
along.
let's go.
Oh,
Am I the only one? Come on, boys.
there's no need.
Slavic, you don't realise how shy you used to be.
Yeah, man.
You used
Going
to
my
drop
comfort
out
zone.
of Mike Slavic. You were that shy about
Slavic,
it.
did you drink a Bepis?
Yes.
Now it explains why.
I have a Pepsi. Yes.
One whole Betis.
So
A bit
I'm
pissed on these
I'm
folks.
gonna go over to finish just with Chris from Chrissy Gaming Zone.
Oh shit, you got the name right this
No,
time around.
fuck you.
No worries, man. I actually like more CT Gaming Zone, honestly, even if it's wrong. I fucking love that name. So everyone, yes. So everyone, cheers for having me on tonight. I know I've been ranting about the Sandstorm. I had my praises on
Shit
World War 3.
happens.
I dropped a fat load of shit on Battlefield 2042. But in the end, I'm glad that everyone had a blast tonight. Cheers everyone for having me around. Thank you for allowing me to express my bullshit. Also, thanks to Slavic for coming on. I wanted him to come along and have some.
And he
of his
should
opinions.
on next ones. I think he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the bug
We
now, by
should,
the way.
we should start doing this more. So once again, everyone, this was Chris from Christy Gaming Zone, CT Gaming Zone, however you like to call me. It's over for me.
And
Have a good
Slavic, say good nights.
Yeah. Good night. Thank you to everyone. It has been absolutely fantastic, including the viewers. The viewers made it a lot more special for everyone because we get to listen to their opinions as well as if they're a part of our voice chat. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely
yeah.
fantastic.
Stealth,
Um,
if you
as well.
could match that.
Back in what?
If you could match that.
How?
I don't know, just say
think
good
Devin is
night.
wasted at this point. I see his face right now.
No.
You should
Oh.
see the stream, man.
Alright, guys. As I say at the end of every stream, stay safe. COVID's still a thing. Love you all. See you next time.
And Silver, mate, say good night.
Say goodnight.
Fuck off, you dick.
And this is Mr. Silver. Out.
Yeah, say that. No, do
Yeah,
that
well-
for me. And this